Hi, today we're talking with Ernst Aebi and Rita Meier from the Logosynthesis International Association. And they are joining us to help us get to know the organization a little and put a face to the organization. So thank you very much for joining us today, Ernst and Rita. Ernst, maybe you can tell us a little about yourself and your background and your role with the association.
Okay, so I was for many years a personal and training manager in large companies in Switzerland. And then 1996, I made myself independent as a self-employed management consultant, trainer and coach. And so I learned to know Logosynthesis, and I founded together with Willem Lammers in 2014 the LIA, Logosynthesis International Association.
Yes.
So that's for me.
Yeah, thank you. And Rita, tell us a little about yourself.
Yes, I worked as a commercial employee in different companies and in different jobs, by the majority in marketing and in communication. I graduated as a coach, which was very helpful for my last working years because I was responsible for apprentices in an international IT company. And I came to LIA by chance on the recommendation of a friend who I did the coaching seminar together. Was a great thing.
Yeah, excellent. Good. So Ernst, you mentioned that the organization was formed in 2014. Why was it important to create an independent international nonprofit organization to support the development?
Well, I think Willem Lammers started Logosynthesis in 25 and has been developing it since then. Around 2030, it became clear to him that his work was taking on dimension that could not longer be managed by a single person. So his idea was to relieve himself and to support the advancement of the growing Logosynthesis community on a broader basis, and thus to secure it beyond his personal activity. The idea of founding an association for this purpose came to us in one of the first discussions we had in the founding team.
Oh, good. Yeah, and so Rita, you look after all the memberships. Right now within the association, how many countries are represented in the international membership?
Currently, we have members from 28 countries and nearly all continents. So a lot.
Yeah, and as far as the development and the different levels of membership, so we have like professional membership for practitioners and trainers. Can you give an idea of the numbers behind membership at those different levels?
Yes, of course. Today, LIA records 192 professional members, which means that there are also 192 certified practitioners. As a LIA practitioner, you are automatically a LIA professional member, so that number is the same. And within this 192 practitioners, there are 54 master practitioners certified. There are also 13 candidates who are in the pipeline to be or to become a master practitioner in the near future. And then we do have instructors, 93 instructors all over the world. These instructors, they are allowed to teach the self-coaching seminars. They often provide presentations for persons who like to learn more about logosynthesis, or they offer special topic seminars. And that's not all. Last but not least, we do have 24 trainers on board.
Wow. Wow, and it's growing quite quickly too. I know I see in the updates that every time there's new trainers, new practitioners, and that's very exciting time.
Right.
And especially when you look at the scope of countries that are represented in that group,
Yeah.
it's
It's
very
amazing. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and so Ernst, I know when people are looking, like if professional coaches, professional therapists are looking at a model for healing and development to support both their professional self-care and their clients, they want to make sure that what they're doing is a reputable model. And I know that the association plays an important role in helping to establish that. And a big part with logosynthesis, because it works at the spiritual level and we recognize the power of words in healing and development. But when we're first introducing it to someone that's not familiar with the work, and we say, you know, we're basing this work on 3 structured sentences to shift our energy, that can sound a little ridiculous, right? And if we don't have an appreciation for A, the power of our spirit, and B, the power of the words, yes, that can sound ridiculous. And I know from my own personal training and training with so many other professionals, when we get to know the model and the depth of the understanding that Willem applies, both from a psychotherapy and energy psychology and from a spirituality, it really is a profound model. And you know, I'm so thrilled that there is an association to help with the certification of this, because the healing and the development work is so deep and so rich that it really is important that people understand the model to support others. And so I'm interested in a little bit of an understanding, or to help people understand a bit the role of the association, of the organization, and helping establish logosynthesis as a recognized model for healing and development.
Yes, we are involved in this at different ways. Firstly, I think the most important is the quality assurance by our certification process. The way to become a practitioner, instructor, master practitioner, or even trainer, what mentioned Rita before, this way is defined in detail and described in the certification regulations. Only LIA certified instructors are allowed to offer team seminars and self-coaching seminars. And only LIA certified trainers are directing basic seminars and all further past seminars. The quality of these programs is checked on a regular basis. Then second point is, through our page, we structure the offering of seminars and guarantee that only certified logosynthesis practitioners will offer consultations. And the third point is we have various activities aimed at this official recognition. There is a research being done to prove the effectiveness of logosynthesis. Then the Institute for Logosynthesis is an official member of the Swiss Association for Counseling and offers a diploma curriculum in psychosocial counseling. This diploma is leading to a higher professional diploma recognized by the Swiss authorities. And also in Switzerland, an application is being made for logosynthesis to be included on the AMR list of methods. That's the Register for Experimental Medicine, with the aim that alternative therapists and other professional groups could bill logosynthesis through health insurance companies. There are very good prospects for these recognitions. So I think that's what we do in the moment for this official establishment of logosynthesis.
Yeah, and for such a new organization, right? It was only founded in 2014. That's a lot of progress and a lot of work that has gone into setting that training, certification programs, and putting all that in place. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. And Rita, so Ernst mentioned about, you know, some of the work being done in Switzerland, where you deal with so many different people from so many different countries. Do you notice differences internationally? And maybe can you describe a little bit about some of those differences that you notice?
Yeah, the majority of our members can be found in the German-speaking regions. However, we are currently seeing an increase in membership from the rest of Europe and also from overseas, which is great. And there are also 2,000 friends joining Willem's international Facebook group, which is in English language. I think you know what I'm talking about. But only a few of these friends are LIA members. Not all are LIA members by now, but yeah,
right.
Maybe.
It gives us something to work towards, right? It's yeah. So yeah, as the organization moves and grows, and it depends on the people that are attracted to this work as to how that changes. And so I know even in Canada, certainly we are looking for evidence-based methods, and it takes a while to get the work established. But in the meantime, there's a number of people that are training in logosynthesis and becoming practitioners and working with the model, and that's how we learn to see what benefits there are and form that foundation so that we can start to do research. So yeah. Good. So as far as the vision and the goals for LIA, and LIA being Logosynthesis International Association, Ernst, are you able to give us a little overview of the vision for the association?
Yes. So as described in the LIA page, we have a mission, and the mission is that LIA supports professionals and other interested parties with logosynthesis, that we establish a worldwide logosynthesis network with numerous active hubs. We want to offer a platform for the exchange of knowledge and experience, and by that, naturally, contribute to the spreading of logosynthesis. And we promote the quality and further development of logosynthesis. And especially what we mentioned is we certify professionals across various levels. Important is our clients, our members are always trained specialists from counseling, educational, or medical professions. That's what we want, and in long term, and naturally a part of these points, especially the certification process and so on, we have already reached, and others are an ongoing process.
Good. Yeah, it's a lot to work towards. So Rita, if you look at, we know that there's professional members, but I understand there's also membership for people that are interested in their personal use. And can you describe a little the benefits of this membership level?
Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to become a LIA practitioner or go for further certification, and you will logosynthesis only for your own purposes, I recommend that you join or attend a self-coaching seminar, which can be attended by our instructors, as I said before. And after that, you are able to solve a lot of your own issues very easily with logosynthesis, and you can improve your quality of life, of course. And if you like to go one step further, you can attend a basic seminar, which normally takes 3 days. At any time you like, you can register for a basic LIA membership, and then your benefits are that you will get any information from LIA about the development, about events. The door is open always to attend any further seminars when you have attended the basic seminar. And last but not least, you will be a member of a great international community. And you have access to our website, international website, which means that you also have access to special information like for example, for training videos you can watch, which members did with their clients.
And where is your website? It's logosynthesis.international.
Yes.
And so people can just go online, logosynthesis.international. And
Right.
I always say my favorite tabs on the website are the calendar and also the professionals. Can you describe those two pages?
Yeah, these are also the most frequented pages. We have renamed the calendar. It's now called seminars because for us it does make sense that because there are seminars behind. And you can find all the actual seminars which are offered by LIA trainers and instructors. And currently there are 111 seminars on the site all over the world. I updated this yesterday and until 2022. So a lot of choices. There on the seminar side, the 24-year trainers offer the basic and advanced seminars. The instructors to offer the self-coaching seminars and conferences and presentations. You have also the opportunity when you're looking for a seminar to filter your options. You can search for your language, and then you can search the level you like to go, and if you would like to go on an on-site or an online seminar. And your second favorite site, the professionals, it's a very important one. You can find all the LIA members starting from practitioner level, and these are the 192 which I mentioned before. And you have also filter options here. For example, you need to find a mentor because you're in the process for the practitioner certification. Then you choose your language and tick the mentor box and you get your choice.
Yes, I love the little map that's there because you can just kind of see
On the
where
map,
people are
yes.
all over the world.
Yeah.
So it's, it's great.
You can choose the map as well. Yeah.
So what inspires you most about your role, Rita?
Yeah, what inspired me? I took over the LIA office 3 years ago, and at that time I liked the combination of fascinating topic, which was logosynthesis, and my former job as a commercial employee with focus on marketing and communication. And I thought this could be a perfect match. And now when I look back to the last years, I think it's much more because I'm convinced that logosynthesis is a great model and I would like to help spreading it into the world. And I like to communicate with all the international members. I'm happy to help with their questions and their issues. And as a LIA office manager, I'm a kind of a platform with contact to all of the counterparts. And I enjoy being independently, working from home. And last but not least, I enjoy the collaboration with the board and especially with my boss, Ernst.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, that's vice versa.
It's always good when it's vice versa. Yeah, and I understand, like you've just along with some of the committee members and Monica Kohler, she ended up organizing an international symposium for the organization as well. So that's great. Ernst, with the organization, since the inception, there's been a number of significant events, such as the recent International Online Symposium that was held. What is the most personally significant for yourself in the accomplishments of the LIA? Or maybe there's a few.
I'll give you just one because there are really very many. So if in short words, for LIA, I think every year had a special signification. So 2014, the day after the founding assembly, we already had 26 members after one day. And on the end of the year, 100 members. Then in 15, creation of a logo, start of the development of the independent web presence. In 16, elaboration of the second level of certification as master practitioner in logosynthesis. In 17, further enlargement of the website and translation into a total of 5 languages. Then in 18, development of a totally new member administration tool. in 19, the LIA information with the new LIA News and More page is redesigned, which leads to a great response from the members. In 2020, in the Corona year, many things were different. Nevertheless, we had more logosynthesis seminars than ever before. Then we had the preparation of a logosynthesis symposium in German, 3 days, postponed to May 22. And in 21, in January, we had our Logosynthesis Day, and in March, an online symposium in German with 300 participants. So that's the highlights for LIA. And I think for me personally, there are 2 things. First one is my YouTube film, Flying and Logosynthesis. So I show there with a small plane that I'm directing myself how easy it goes with logosynthesis and how you can learn to fly with logosynthesis. And then, of course, a very important thing that I was allowed to support my partner, Esther Bora, at a logosynthesis seminar in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This was really a very touching experience. As you know, perhaps in the eastern part of Congo, where we have been, they have many women that are being raped and traumatized. Esther taught logosynthesis basic to more than 30 social workers, helping these women to be able to come back to their life, to their families, and so on. And we had very touching experiences with these people there in Congo. Yes,
Wow.
that was
Wow, what a great initiative. Yes.
Highlights.
Yeah, that's an important one. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious, Ernst, as far as what personally attracted you to take on such an important role with LIA, because I can imagine that there's a significant time and energy commitment to this role. And I'm curious about your personal interest in taking this on.
Yes, to give you an answer, I think first and most important is my enthusiasm for logosynthesis. I discovered this model for myself many years ago and decided to get deeper into it and to implement logosynthesis also in my profession as a trainer and consultant. Then I came to LIA. That I came to LIA was the idea of my partner, Esther Bora. At that time, 2013, she had already taken over the certifications from Willem. And he suggested to her that she set up something together with him. Esther brought me in because I already had a lot of experience in leading associations at that time. And the building and management of this association, Logosynthesis International Association, that was and still is exactly the right job for me to take my contribution to the further development of this awesome model.
Well, thank you so much for taking it on, because I'm thrilled that there is an association, and it gives me such, as I continue on with my training and my development in the model, it certainly gives me a sense of confidence that it is so well looked after. So thank you for that. And thank you for taking the time with us. It's certainly helpful to get to know you personally and also to get to know the association a little better. And so, Rita, I'm wondering if you can maybe tell people how they can get in touch and what's involved in actually signing up for membership.
Nothing easier than that. So you go to the LIA International website. It's logosynthesis.international, and under the tab Association, click on Become a Member. And there you find an application form, preferably use the online version, then it comes to me and I register you and you are a member.
Awesome. It's nice that it's so easy, and it's nice that we can do it on an international basis, that distance doesn't have to get in the way of such great learning. And I know, very regularly I'm on courses and that with people that are from all over the world, and it's very inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing with us today, and sharing your work, and playing such a pivotal role in the association. And it's great getting to know you a bit better. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
very
to you.
much, Kathy.
Thank you very much, Cassie.